Okay guys, I'm going to start the video in this outfit, which is, I've been working on this video all week long, so you'll see me in different outfits and stuff like that, but the intro is going to be in this outfit and the outro is going to be in this outfit, so that's why it looks weird and that's why I'm all like choppy and wearing different things, because it's taken me all week and I'm super excited to try to put this together. And like I said before, I'm not the best video editor, so here goes my vlog situation. In the front, I'm gonna have like my talk about how I was feeling before my doctor's appointment, how I was feeling during my doctor's appointment, and at the end I'm gonna have like a vlog, food review, like a fun theater type video section. So if you want a long video, which I love, you know, I've always been saying that, but then just put your shower on and watch this video. But if you want to like skip back and forth, then go ahead and do that. So here is the video. Hey y'all, what is up? I am making my video today from Houston, Texas. I come to Houston to see my doctor, and I am so grateful for all of the doctors that I have seen in my previous history. I started in Weslaco and I moved to San Antonio, where I saw a wonderful doctor who like saved my life. And I know I've said it before, but I cannot express the magnitude of gratitude that I have for that doctor, and I love him so much. And you know, but now I do see a doctor in Houston, and there's more opportunities for different kinds of trials and things, and I'm so hopeful that maybe one day I will be selected for one of those groups, or you know, anything in the future that helps PH or PH education or drugs and medications for PH, because like I always tell myself and I always tell my family, is that PH is a fatal disease that I am fighting, but my hope for myself is that I can live long enough so that as new drugs are being invented, as new drugs are being created, I will live to experience those medications that can give me a longer lifespan and things of that nature. Or you know, the double lung transplant is the only cure or way out for longevity for us PH people. And if you're watching this, you probably already know that, but if your friends and family, dealing with these things is extremely taxing on people like us, and internally we're dealing with a lot of that mental, emotional acceptance, and for me, acceptance is the key. And I tell anybody, my advice to anybody with PH is accept where you are, and accept that, you know, we do have a rare disease that we're dealing with, and it is very difficult to have these kinds of feelings that come up and stuff like that. So when my doctor's appointments come up for myself, I get a lot of nervous energy, anxiety, things of that nature, because I'm so conscious of how lucky I am as a PHer to have my disease in a controlled state right now. And so I have a lot of gratitude for that, and so I'm very conscious of it. So whenever my appointments come up, I feel a sense of nervousness and things like that, and that comes from the previous experiences that I've had where the disease has progressed, and then you have to change medications again to stronger dosage or titrate up, and you know, fighting the disease is a constant battle. And so my anxiety for doctor's appointments starts to like come up like a few days before the appointments. I'll start to get like nervous and uneasy, and I'm very diligent about my appointments, taking care of everything that I should be doing, staying on top of my appointments, never missing one, never postponing or like rescheduling or anything like that, because if you're putting your emotional needs before your physical needs as a PHer, it's just wasted time. It's just wasted time that you could actually be saving yourself. So for myself, I always push through those negative feelings that I have, you know, days leading up to my appointments and stuff like that. So for friends and family, or like spouses or caregivers, I don't want to say be patient, but if they're short, or if they're seem to be more internalized or something like that, it's probably because we're anticipating those appointments coming up and things like that. And for me, I'm very open, and I'm very communicative, I think is the right word, with my caregivers and stuff. And I'm always like sharing how I feel and saying like, okay, I'm getting nervous, like I'm starting to get nervous, I'm starting to, you know, feel uneasy and stuff like that. But if your, you know, friend or family isn't as open as I am, it might come off, you know, rude or like short or things like that. So those are things that I just like to try to share to, you know, kind of give perspective on somebody with dealing with these things. And you know, 2 weeks out from my appointment, I was like, no, Erica, it's gonna be awesome. You're gonna vlog, it's gonna be awesome. You're gonna like video yourself packing and, you know, driving to your appointment, and, you know, share it with your PH community. And then that was like super fantasy, like, oh, this is what I wanna do. Expectation versus reality. And reality was like, no girl, you're like stressed. And so I was like, oh, I'm so stressed out, I can't do this. But, you know, I got through it. I packed and I did everything that I was supposed to do. Make sure you pack all your medications. What I like to do is on my phone, screenshot a calendar, and then mark how many days of, you know, IV therapy medications that you need to pack, because you always need to pack extra. And so you're thinking of that, and your oxygen, that if you're on oxygen, I'm on oxygen at night. So like planning that and packing those things, and all of that stress just leads up to the appointment and stuff like that. And so like people like me that we have to travel to my appointment, I get super stressed. Like I can't forget any medicines. I can't forget any kind of, you know, my cannula or anything like that. And so like right now I have no makeup on, and I love to put makeup on and stuff like that, but I haven't been feeling my best physically because I've been in a lot of physical pain and stuff like that. But I wanted to make this video to share that experience, but I really want to make this video to share with you guys. And I'm sure you've heard it before and you're gonna be like, I know, but you know, this is just my videos that I make for you guys from my life experiences, and I like to share, is that make sure you're honest with your doctors. Your doctors are trying to help save your life, and your doctors are making a game plan in their brain with what you have given them, like with your numbers, with your tests, with all of your experience, with your weight, how you're tracking your weight, how you're managing your weight. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you eating high sodium foods? Are you getting your 15 minutes of exercise, or 10 minutes of exercise, 6-minute walks? They take all of those things into account to try to create a game plan to save your life. And so us as patients need to be open to that experience, and we need to be 100% honest with what we're telling our doctors, how we're feeling, what we're going through, and what we're experiencing on these medications and stuff like that. So I'm just sharing that, you know, because I feel like it's super important that we're open in dialogue with our doctors about that, because it's really easy for us PHers. We're so programmed to be like, how are you doing today? And you're like talking to your cousin or your tia or whatever, or your uncle, and you're like, oh, I'm great. And you're feeling titration pains or just headaches every single day. And it's like we're so programmed to like behave that way, you know, because we don't want to burden other people with what we're experiencing. But when it comes to your doctor, it's almost like you have to go into that programming and be like, okay, shut this off for a second and let me explain how I'm feeling. Am I short of breath? Is it getting harder for me to walk to the car? Is the weather affecting my breathing? And be open and share those things, you know, because he or she, your doctor, can only make a game plan for what they know, you know. And if you're not sharing openly with your doctor, you're almost like hurting, it's like you're stabbing yourself, because that person is supposed to be helping you, but yet you're not being open to the experience because you either don't want to come off weak. A lot of it has to do with pride, the way we're raised, you know, the way we're taught to behave. And when we're dealing with, you know, illnesses and chronic illness, and not just PH, you know, it could be diabetes, or it could be like, you know, mental health and stuff like that. Like, if you're not being open with your doctors, I mean, you're almost like cutting your feet off, you know. So that was my main takeaway for this video today, and I'm hopeful that you guys receive my message in the kindest, gentlest way. And anything that I share is always going to affect some people, and if it affects you negatively, I apologize for that, because my intention on this channel is just to grow our PH community, our chronic illness community, to be there for each other, for you guys to witness another person on this planet that feels what you feel, that you're not alone. Like, doctor appointment anxiety is like legit, like it's real. It's like you're not the only one feeling it. And I have a very positive outlook on my life, and I feel like what my mind thinks and what I put in front of myself, I will create. That's my own opinion. And if I'm creating negative anxiety and not facing my fears, then that's what you will have in your life, you know, and that's what you create for yourself, because our brains are the first windows that we have to look out into the world. And I just really feel that what I can share with you guys is that when I'm in a very anxious and or anxiety or negative space, it starts with your mind. It starts with what you create and how you feel and what you think. And so I start to say to myself, like, you know, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna have a great appointment. I'm gonna share everything that I'm, you know, going through. He's gonna help me make a great plan for myself. And as long as you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing to the best of your ability, that's really all you can do. Everything is up to the universe, up to God, and up to, you know, your journey that you have on this planet. You know, we're not in control of any of that stuff, but whatever you can control is your prerogative on how you want to do that. You want to do that, you know, in a positive headspace, or do you want to let the negativity eat you up and spit you out and do what it wants to do with your life? You know, because we are not in control of our disease, but we are in control of how we behave. And so I'm a big believer in like behavior way to success, as far as, you know, with illness and stuff like that. And so I'm gonna keep behaving my way to success for myself, you know, and it's worked for me, and it's kept me alive when my situation was very, very bleak. So I'm just having a moment of gratitude for where I'm at and my situation that I'm in, and I hope I'm sharing that with you guys, and I hope that, you know, my experiences make you feel less alone out there, because you're not alone. We're out here. We are out here, girl, feeling this anxiety. The anxiety is real. It's real. And that's pretty much my whole video for today. I'm gonna add like probably another clip to this video, depending, because I love a long video. I love a long video. So I'll probably try to vlog since like the anxiety's gone, because like the appointment's over and everything's great, and you know, I got like good news and stuff. And so now I'm feeling better. Now I'm feeling more like myself, like I can just take a deep breath. So I'll probably, you know, maybe vlog a little bit on the way home and try to be like a real YouTuber and, you know, add some of that footage on here. But either way, I'll make an outro like another time for this video. But anyway, so that's what I gotta say for today. So I will see y'all later. so I have the lemonade, which is really good. It tastes really fresh and yummy.
It's right. We are making fresh up right now.
Okay, thanks. And I have the guacamole and chile con queso, which is a smaller portion than I thought, but it looks really good. So we get two different types of salsas. This one's like smoky and mild. This one is like spicier and more traditional. It's really yummy. Overall, this has been really good. It's not like a crazy sugary sweet. It's really, really yummy and mild flavored. But here's my water. So we'll see how the entree comes out. So he got the carne guisada, and we're gonna review after we eat. And I got the spicy tamales. So here's how it looks. Looks pretty good. Let's see how it goes. Okay, everybody. So I had the spicy. What are they called? Tamales. And they were good. Like the batter on the outside is really good. It's called masa, but it's really good, spicy. It seems like they use the same spice over all the food, which kind of gives it a overall flavor that's the same, which I'm not like a big fan of. But I have a very big pet peeve, and food for me always needs to be hot, and this food is warm. So, I don't do well with warm food. It's like I'm not a child. Bring me something that's hot. Anyway, the avocado, the guacamole is really good, very fresh, and it has like the lime flavor. This was good. And so this lemonade's really good. And so since I don't drink, I'm not like having cocktails or anything like that, I can only assume that the cocktails here are probably really good. My spouse is a beer drinker, and so he didn't really have like a lot of fruity drinks, and like I don't really have cocktails, but I could assume that they would be good. But yeah, that's what I feel overall. See you in a minute.
Okay, go.
Okay, so this was the restaurant. Overall, it's pretty good. It's like rich Mexican food, which is not the greatest. Like I prefer just a Mexican restaurant that's like has really good Mexican food, you know? But it was not too expensive, and it's very convenient to like the baseball stadium right there, so that's pretty good. But yeah, so I'll get into my food review in the room, because I don't want to do it out here, it's rude. Hi! I like to walk in the city because it's better than walking at home around your house.
Yeah.
Stop!
Okay, go.
Like, hello. What do you want? More of my food review? Well, I thought it wasn't that great. So it's not like a, oh my gosh, you have to go to that place. The food was yummy because, I mean, I like food, you know, but it wasn't like, oh my God, it's life-changing. I'm gonna remember that forever. It was the best guacamole I ever had. It was like a lime-flavored avocado mix. Was good. The tamales were not good. They had like a spice on them. It's like they tried to make the dish cohesive with this spice, but what they ended up doing was they put the spice on the rice, they put the spice on the tamale, and then it's like as you're eating it, you're just tasting spice. It's like overwhelming, and it's just like, you know, all the food tastes the same, so it wasn't that great. And I noticed they tried to use that spice. I think it was like a chipotle like spice. They used it like as decor on the plate too, so it kind of spread into your dish, and it just ended up tasting just like the same flavor, which was like overwhelming for the palate, especially us with PHers. I don't know if other PHers feel that way, but like for me, I can really taste my food, like really, really, because of the medications. They're, you know, dilators and stuff, so the spice became overwhelming, so it was like on the entree. But that lemonade was fresh and delicious, and it was like really, really good. So I imagine that with like a cocktail, I'm sure they have like really good cocktails. And the appetizer, like the guacamole and the cheese, that was good. So I really enjoyed that part, but the entrees, not so much. And the fact that it came out like warm, oh no, girl. I cannot handle that, girl. It needs to be hot food for me. So that was like a pet peeve of mine, but that's a personal thing. So, you know, I'm not gonna really dive in too much on that. But it's very convenient to the hotel that I'm staying at, and also down, it was literally like maybe one block away from the Houston baseball stadium. So that was very convenient. Anybody coming to Houston for the stadium and wants to try that place, that's my review. So, toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Okay, so I also wanted to record this, and I know this video is like super choppy and all that, and like I'm learning how to video edit, but like I'm not great at it, so I'm just gonna try to make it like as fun as possible. But anyway, so we're gonna go to the iPic, right? Is that what it's called? iPic movie theater? Mm-hmm. And we just got tickets for us to see because we wanted to go see just say it. What's the name of the movie? He's like whispering, and he did, like no one's gonna see his face. I don't know.
John Wick.
John Wick. Okay, we're gonna go see John Wick, and we saw the previews on TV, and I was like, oh my god, John Wick Part 3 is gonna come out. Like, I wonder what's gonna happen. And my daughter, she's 9. She was like, Mom, that's very Nini appropriate for us to go see. So I was like, oh yeah. So we hide from them when we come to the doctors. And now that I feel so much better after like my doctor's appointment's over, and you know, I got some good news that, you know, everything's going well, my meds are holding stable and stuff like that, so I feel so much relief. So now we kind of try to turn it into a little bit of a date night for me and my husband, because we're never alone ever. So we're gonna go see this studio, but I mean this theater or whatever, but I'm not gonna walk in with this giant camera and be like, hey, what's up? I'm not here to try to steal movies. So I figured maybe if we can sneak in a little bit of phone footage for you after this clip, then that's probably what I'm gonna try to do. But if not, then sorry guys. Just look at it on YouTube. I'm sure somebody else snuck in a camera, but I'm not that like risky crazy. So but anyway, we'll see if I can try to get like some footage or whatever. It's like an awesome movie theater and stuff like that. So see you after this clip. So there's the theater. Here we go. Stop singing in my video.
That's a lady.
No, I think it's just a lady. Oh, look, there's elevators. Escalator. They're pH friendly.
pH friendly.
Oh, if this was stairs, I'd be like in the parking lot.
It's pH friendly.
Yeah. What is this? Ticket station, I guess. Okay, so this, I don't even know where, is this my camera? I don't know where to look. Okay, so I think I'm looking at the camera, but if I'm not, I'm sorry. This is my phone quality camera because I'm not gonna bring my giant camera in here. So you go and you get your ticket, and then you come over here and you sit in these giant seats, and it's like a restaurant you can order from if you want to, and then they seat you in premium seating, and it's like you have like a recliner, and like you can order food and all kinds of fun stuff. So that's like really cool. So we'll see how that goes, and I guess I'll just record a little bit here. Let me turn the camera. I don't know how to do this. Well, anyway, I'll record it in a minute. Some of what it looks like, the like waiting area, the check-in area. Those of you from big cities, you probably have one of these. I'm not from a big city, I'm from a smaller city, so this is like really fun for us to experience. And I'm so excited too, because when it's summertime and I get to bring my kids with me to my doctor's appointments, I can bring them here, so it'll be super cool. So, okay, I'm gonna stop this clip and try to turn this camera around or whatever. Okay, I just wanted to also like add into this vlog or whatever, like if you're housebound or like bedbound, because I've been there before, like I'm just so happy to share these experiences with you guys. And it might be something tiny or trivial to some people, like going to the movie theaters, but for me it really isn't. Like I'm so grateful and I have so much gratitude in every moment that I spend like doing these kinds of activities. And so like I tell people, and like I'm sharing with you guys right now, if you're in a dark situation, like if you're titrating medicines or you're in between medicines or your pressures are high and you're like, there's no way I can get out of this house right now. It's like, that's true for the moment that you're in, but there's so much hope. So, and with new medications that are coming out, with different treatment options that, you know, might work for you and stuff. So never quit on your journey. Never give up on like how hard you're working to get better, because I never would have pictured myself sitting here enjoying coming to like one of these types of theaters before, because I had a really bad experience when my pressures were really high at a theater. I actually went to go see a movie with my children and ended up fainting right in the middle of the theater after the movie, you know. And so I have very scary, like traumatic memories that PH have caused me, but pushing through those you know, traumas and making new memories is the only way to change what we have in our mind that, oh no, like, you know, I'm too scared to go because what if I faint again? You know, it's like you have to give yourself a chance before you assume you know what's going to happen. You know, you have to give yourself time to create the new memories to like then smother the old bad ones, you know. So I move really slow and I'm like taking a moment, and I don't get a lot of anxiety because the anxiety that I get is medicine induced. I don't get anxiety in like public environments. I get anxiety when it's like I'm getting ready to do something big or going to an appointment. But as far as like being in public, I don't feel anxiety in public. I do feel that sometimes with the medication side effects, but just take in your moment, just relax and have a great time. And I just wanted to share that part with you guys too, because I'm sitting here and I feel all these things, and I'm glad that I have you guys to share it with. So if you just, like I tell you guys when I do my, you know, planning and stuff like that, if you put this vision in your head for the future and just keep working towards that vision, you can make that happen for yourself, you know, with treatment and following your doctor's orders and doing everything that you're supposed to do to get yourself to that point. And it does take work, and it is painful through titration, and it's really hard, but you can do it. So Anyway, in a minute we're gonna go to our seats, so hopefully I can get some footage in there.
Got blankie.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I brought my own blankie.
And a pillow.
Is that your cup holder?
And my cup holder with my bear. Hey, cool.
I've never been here before. Well, I get to order popcorn. Okay, so I'm being quiet. Sorry, but here is the inside of the pod. It's like a pod of 2 people. So if you're a family of 5 like us, you're kind of screwed. Somebody's gonna have to be alone, which is like probably me or Rod, of course. And so it's the 2-seater. And you have these buttons, and they make your seat come up. I think I'm gonna try to have Rod record me because this is not good.
Do we really have to choose him to be our next spokesperson?
Okay, so it does come with a blankie and a pillow. Then you can steal your neighbor's pillow, like I probably will. But I didn't need to bring my own blankie, but I did anyway. And it's awesome because for your drink, right? You need your drink.
You need to get each in its place. Just like a good relationship. The crumbled blue cheese is a perfect pairing.
It goes down all the way until they fall asleep position, which is not good for PHers because they fall asleep. It's pretty cool.
He's a love story.
Okay guys, so now you have finished watching my whole video for doctor's appointment anxiety and my fun vlog post doctor's appointment. That's how me and my husband usually try to reward myself with fun stuff after my doctor's appointments, and that's usually what we do together, and I'm going to try to keep vlogging those things for you guys. If you like the video, push like, share, subscribe to my channel, send it to your family and friends so that they can understand PH, or send it to people that you don't like so you can waste their time. I'm just kidding. But anyway, like, subscribe, share my channel. I'm so excited to be spending my time with you guys and making videos for you guys. Sorry I didn't have my video on Monday, but hopefully this long video will make up for it. It took all week to make. And don't forget, I'm your friend, your PH friend from Texas, and to be a warrior, not a worrier. Okay, thanks, bye.